Hey there, it's Ryan with IMinnesotanice.com. Today, day 36 of 365. I'm here at Shear Dynamics.
Right on. We're excited.
Tell me more.
Well, we have Shear Dynamics. We've been here for about 15 years in this location. We have a phenomenal team that has a lot of synergy and fun. Our focus is really about, working together as a team.
Yep, and you guys are a mother-daughter.
Yep. That is correct.
Team.
Yes.
Well, that's always good. Now, something that you were talking to me about before is you guys work by a philosophy here,
Yes.
which is a little bit different than most companies work, or most styling salons.
Yes. We have some core values we live by, and these core values that we have set up are all about how we treat other people and what we'd expect. The kind of the golden rule. Everybody always talks about the golden rule.
Yep.
Blah blah blah. Well, we actually. We were doing a marketing piece, and a stylist that had been here just for 3 months said, well, let's look at our golden rules. And what spoke to me is the fact that she was smart enough to know that we are really living out these golden rules. And a lot of it is not just how we treat other people and our expectations of what we want them to experience here. It's really about how we are as a team, about holding each other accountable, speaking truth in love, being real, being authentic to who we are.
Yep.
Which is why we have such great synergy and the fun that we have.
Yeah, that's why
it's like a family.
It is, And when you become a client, you come in and everybody takes you in and
and then they
brings you part of the
family. They can feel it.
Sure. The other thing that you were talking about earlier was styling, like forward styling, not so much like doing the same cuts over and over. You guys are looking for constantly trying to find those new things and kind of push your customers to a different level.
Exactly, and we're not forcing anybody to do anything that they don't want to do, because our image profile really asks questions so that we can make the recommendations that are going to be a little out of the box, something that they're not going to get somebody somewhere else, but they can say yes or no to that.
Sure.
But we definitely need to know it's our job that we're going to make that recommendation.
To push them into something new, something different.
Yes, and we do a ton of education. Rebecca is actually a branch manager for Lanza.
Okay.
So she does a lot of traveling around several different states in the area.
Yep.
My focus on education is if you're going to a class, you better use the techniques that you learn. Otherwise, it's pointless to go.
And we come back and we share them with each other, and that makes our passion shine through every single day, and our clients can tell that.
Yeah.
That's the good stuff. Anything else? What do you got?
Well, it's interesting when you said this is your daughter, and I guess what it really taught me is I've been pretty adamant about what we expect at Shear Dynamics when we do our training, and I'm kind of a get her done, make sure they're doing it this technique and that technique, learn new techniques and use it. What helped me is when Shayna came on board, because she's my daughter, I was able to communicate her like she was my daughter. And not have to be so cautious about how do I say what I gotta say. Because, and how she received that made all the difference in the world. So that the customers are like, because she'll pull me over and say, Mom, what do you think about this? And show me, how did you do that? And I'll take the scissors and we'll go in and do it. And the customers love it because they know the main reason we're doing that is their end result is amazing.
Even with anyone in the salon, we like to go over and pull people over and say, hey, this is what I'm doing, what do you think? It's a lot of teamwork and building.
What's the craziest hairstyle you've ever done?
Oh my gosh.
Have you done anything?
Well, we do a lot of those multicolors where they have the blonde and then they have some pink or fuchsia or purple.
Sure.
I have
used
a
to
new
do the guy with the black and white.
Oh, that's right.
And we would do a design in the back with that. That was kind of fun.
Well, and right now you talk about some of those designs. Some of the training you're talking about with new men's lines are really doing a lot of clipper cut
tattooing, like in
carving, and doing some really artsy, creative things for men because men haven't had that opportunity to do something really very different for so long.
I'll speak out about that. It seems like there's really only two haircuts, long or short. And it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of. I understand that there's styling in between that, definitely, but it's really difficult to get typical stylists to do something different when you're with your hair, because that's what I look for. I want something different, and it doesn't always turn out that way. So
and there's a handful of men that really want something unique and different, and then there's the ones that are going to be conservative, stick to it. The thing about the ones that are stick to it, and that's their plan. We still go through our image profile. Is this the day, Tom, you're going to make a change? Because I got to know if I don't ask. And they said, no, same thing. Same thing. 28 years. Good. Okay, let's do it up.
But that's the good stuff. mean, you get to know your customers.
Yeah.
And that's what's important. It's not just in and out. You guys take your time.
No, it's so rewarding here. Yeah. It's so much fun.
Yeah, some of the fun, we often hear a lot of times, like, when we ask these questions, what? That's an odd question. I've never had anybody ask that question, or secondly, seem like they cared.
Right, yeah,
enough.
sure. What are some of the questions that you ask?
Ooh, those are top secret.
Oh.
I almost said one.
I know. Are you sure?
Oh, this is the trade secrets again.
Well, it was fun when I took this out of some of my salon coaching and how to really make the industry be something that's going to set you apart.
Yeah.
I just remember, the customers that I've had for the 25 years, and all of a sudden, I was pretty efficient at making sure I was, doing a consultation. But then I'm like, okay, I'm going to ask you some questions, and they were like, what are you doing? Just cut my hair the way you always do.
Yeah, right.
But I still now it's like second nature for us to ask those questions.
Right.
Yeah.
And really, the questions do really get to what their needs are, because it's not they don't know what they don't know.
Right.
It's not their job to know what their needs are.
It's ultimately it's your job to inform people on
Right.
how hair makes a perception of who you are, and that's kind of
exactly.
it's just like clothing or anything else. I mean, that's
Yeah.
one of those things that's kind of key to who you are.
Yeah, we can incorporate those answers, and then with your facial features, this is what would be good with you.
Sure.
And
Shave your head.
Yeah.
because you got the perfect round head.
Well, that's perfect. Unless there's anything else, I think we're good.
No, I think we're good. I
Yeah.
think that's good.
That's right.
Yep.
All right, then. I'm Ryan.
Oh, did you see my feathers? I'm sorry.
You know what? Actually, before we go, this is kind of a trend now with the feathers.
It is a trend.
We
And
we just got 500 amazing, lots of different feathers.
I had some really cool ones, but I'm in a wedding.
Yeah.
Sure. Where do the feathers come from, or what kind of?
Well, we did a ton of research.
Yeah.
Top secret
It's
too.
top
That's
secret
oh,
too. Really, our feathers are different than what you've seen out there. And
Sure.
you see the skinny ones like that. What's cool about our feathers is, and I know I'm a little loud and big and obnoxious, and I went home my younger dad, Mom, those are a little much. I'm like, oh, of course, that's
You
what
got
I'm
a
going to pick up.
whole
You don't
peacock
have
of
to
feathers there.
you don't have to pick out something so big. But what you can do with these is you can take a gel and you can smooth it, and now it becomes your skinny one.
Yeah.
Or when you want to have more fun.
it's really cool because you go and you see it's women. I haven't seen one on a men yet, but you go and you just notice it's just that little subtlety that you go, oh, weird.
Yeah.
Something.
Or they can go crazy with it. But we have over 500. We have a folder that we can't even keep them in. They're falling all over the place. So.
I'm not going to get any information out of you guys. So I'm going to end it here.
Okay.
That's perfect. All right, I'm Ryan with I'mMinnesotaNice.com. Come down and check out Shear Dynamics. It's a family salon, mother-daughter.
Yes.
And,
Manager, yeah.
And you. So that's it. Sharing the best of Minnesota.